I guess one quick thing I will add, because I guess I haven't really covered this before we finish, is thinking about like how it impacts us as millennials and as a millennial generation. I think it's going to completely change our view on the world.
Yeah.
I think it's going to make us appreciate like our freedoms and life so much
Oh my
more
God, yeah.
when things are back to a bit more normal. I think it's going to completely, I think it's going to cause a lot of, you know how like in the 60s they had a lot of like freeness and kind of, you know, just it was a whole bit about being free and all that. I think
Yeah,
once
yeah.
we're out
Yeah.
in lockdown, like people are going to have a renewed lease of life. And I
Yes.
think, you know, people might want to travel more. They could end up on completely different career paths. Yeah, their perspective on where they were in life before will have completely changed. So
Yeah.
much will have changed. I think it's going to impact our generation. And I think also what it'll do is that people have lost time. We've lost time in our 20s as part of our
Yeah.
being young time. So people might
Yeah.
make up for that in their 30s.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're absolutely right. People are going to go wild once lockdown is over and they're free to go. And yeah, the things that you just absolutely took for granted, and I guess the things you never realised that you could take for granted. So going
Yeah.
out and seeing friends and going to someone's house and going to a restaurant, like there was such a level of taking for granted that I didn't even realise it. And now,
No.
like, oh my God, what a privilege that's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just yeah, crazy. And I guess the younger you are, the more yeah, I think you'd be molded and shaped to respond to that and bounce back from that, I guess. And I suppose I feel for people who are a bit younger, so school and
Mm.
unis, people not being able to do, so they wanted to do a driving test and had to drive for work and they couldn't, and that
Yeah.
was put off and missed exams and education
Mm.
and yeah, maybe what's after millennial generation, Gen Z,
Like the
is that
one
next?
younger than us.
Yeah,
Yeah. Gen
so
Z, I
like
think
people
it is.
who
Yeah.
will be going to clubs for the first time or bars for the first time, and your 18, 19 year olds or 16, 17 year olds who that's just been delayed and put off, and maybe they'll grow up and be too old for it and not
And
want
not
to
have
go
had.
out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But I know that's a
Yeah.
trivial thing, but it's
But I don't know.
it's a big part of that age, isn't it?
It is, and like obviously, you know, people's university experience has been massively impacted, and the whole big
Yeah.
thing of university, especially in the first year, is going out and having fun with your new friends
Yeah.
and stuff. And
I've really felt for the freshers.
God, I couldn't, like a lot of my friends from uni are friends that I've met through socializing with people. Whether that was through like we had like the languages society and we went out for socials every week, or whether
Yeah.
that was like I don't know, obviously different societies, or you know,
Yeah.
doing social things with your course mates. So just to think like people are cooped up in their room at uni or at home, because people have
Yeah.
still been forced to move and like live there.
And having
So,
to pay the fees
oh
for
Jesus,
accommodation fees, tuition fees for remote learning that they're doing from home
it's
is
just a
atrocious.
nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. So I mean, it made, even though when I look back on uni, there's definitely positives and negatives to my experience with it. Like definitely that part of being able to make friends and socialize, like
Yeah.
you know, that was a massive part, and I just
Yeah.
it's just horrendous for people you know
And
who have missed out on that.